Okay, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. What we're going to be doing is just a repair on this wing and some paintwork. So you can see kind of a little bit of a scuff mark just above that arch line there. There's actually a dent there that we're going to be repairing. And this is a friend of the shop's, so we kind of took the time to do a little bit of a video for this one. So all it is this is actually a second-hand wing that we're just doing a couple of little minor repairs. The dents are too shallow to really bother pulling the metal out. So they are literally just a skim of fine finishing filler that we finish off any repair with. So as you can see, a couple of little dents that we're going to be repairing. So we've got dust extractor there sucking up all the filler dust so we don't get it everywhere. And the one thing we always use is some guide coat. A guide coat is like a black spray that allows us to see exactly where the repair is, how good it is, and where we think we're at. So obviously you can see some harsh scratch marks there. I believe this is a P120 grit. We always finish any repair with a 320 grit, and that's good enough to prime over very fine scratches. So as you can see, the repairs are cleaned off before primer as well, and that's just using a solvent-based degreaser. As you can see, it kind of takes off any loose bits of dust, anything like that. So it just makes the repair nice and clean, ready for the primer stage. And with the primer, we use a 4:1 high build primer. After that, what we do is we 320 block sand any repairs. And what the primer does is the primer isn't really a filler, but what you can do with the primer is just block it down, and that will kind of level off your repair a little bit better as well, if there is any imperfections. Obviously, if it's that bad, then obviously you redo the paint job. But so the next stage is what we're doing is you can see the wing's already been primered, and what this is now is this is actually what they call wet on wet sealer. So the wing's actually getting a different colour, and obviously where we primed, we would have two prime patches in the wing. So what this does is it just makes a uniformed kind of surface for us to spray a different colour over. Sometimes certain colours are a bit see-through, so rather than having to put more and more paint on certain areas of the panel, what we can do is we can just apply a wet and wet primer. As you can see, there's only kind of one coat of that, and then we can go straight over the top. So what this is water-based paint as well. As you can see, I've put one coat of paint on, and as you can see, it is drying out. You see where it's going kind of slightly dull? So that is that's their paint actually drying. So we put two coats of base coat on. As you'll see, I'll apply a next coat after. You must make sure that the water base is dry, otherwise you'll come to problems down the line where it'll be soft, and even if you try and polish it, it will just tear the paint off. So it's very important that the water base is fully dry and fully matte. So this is the last coat, which is a drop coat, an effect coat. It's just a bit of a lighter dust off colour. And now we move on to the lacquer stage. So we put two full coats of lacquer on. Now this will be the first coat. We'll just kind of let that kind of dry out for a couple of minutes or so, and then we apply a second full coat of clear coat. And now this stage, what we're going to be doing is this is just wet sanding the finish slightly. So this is just a P2000 grit. The actual paintwork come out quite nice. So all it is just kind of taking off a slight bit of the orange peel and just denibbing some of the little dust or dirt imperfections that we may have. Obviously, this being a friend of the shops, we was a bit over the top on this, making sure it's absolutely spot on and just perfect, ready to just bolt on for for him. So what we're doing now is, this is actually a 3000 grit, and we use this on a DA sander, and what that does is it's just a finer grade of sandpaper, but this process is a lot quicker. So we kind of dry that off, and we polish the obviously polish this up. Unfortunately I didn't get any footage of the polishing stage, but this is the end result. This is a finish, ready to give back. And yeah, the guy can just take that and bolt that straight back on. And that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, give us a like, share, subscribe. We're happy to keep doing more.